Do I need to use the restroom first? I have used the restroom. I don't have to take a break like my normal streams in the morning.
Phil does this. He talks with the without the picture on. You know, with this stuff on.
I have to stand up and shut up. Legs, you know.
And he knows that he's going to do a reveal.
You guys excited?
So, I'm telling you, every time. And the thing is, it goes too long to the point where it passes the like.
I'll find that video in just a second. Nordic treat.
Before we start, all right?
I'm just hyped about this.
Be on your best behavior, only because if you haven't noticed, the moderators are here.
It's got to be Cat. It's going to be Cat.
To be here on purpose.
It's Cat.
So that we could have a nice stream tonight.
Please be Cat.
Here. And since they're all
here, God, this is so hype.
If you guys act up and you reference the tractor thing,
is it like a thing that
you're going to end up getting timed out?
Go ahead.
Is it like a thing that she's going to be in the documentary? So that,
yeah.
Oh, is that?
Like
if that's
he's just going to drop her right now?
Yes, agreed.
Like, might as well on his term.
I 100% think that because Mike Clum's coming to do the documentary, as we saw with the Boogie documentary just yesterday on the stream, like it gets an insight into your life, so you can't avoid it now. Might as well have her on the stream. She's been off for a long time.
All right, ready?
I hope you're not letting her see the stream. Holy fuck!
All right, good evening, everyone.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's fat.
Welcome.
Oh my god, she's actually fat.
Family stream.
Oh my god.
Here on DSPGaming.
Oh my god,
how
she's
are you
fat.
all this evening? I hope that you're doing well.
Philip,
and I welcome you here to the show.
Don't do this,
First
Philip.
of maybe many, we'll see.
Philip.
Oh my god.
Well, Cat has changed. I don't really like the fact that they're going, oh, she's fat. But listen, that lady used to be, you know, quite svelte, you know, quite I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but like, you know, she used to look quite good. She used to be quite slim. She used to look quite nice. She used to have long hair. Like, she has changed.
Here, and by the way, that was
she's got the same thing in her hair that DSP does. She's got a giant crack too.
When we came in here and turned on the cameras and everything, we didn't even be afraid to come in here because remember.
Listen, Piece of Peace is a detractor who goes hard. Okay, so you have to bear that in mind. We're watching it through detractor vision here. Piece of Peace is a detractor who goes hard. And I can hear in Alt's voice, Philip, like, because he thinks, what have you done to your wife? Like, this is not the Catherine Burnell that we remember. This is like, before we get any further than this, am I going to get a good picture of Cat Burnell? Like a nice one. Like, this is her. That's her when she was, you know, younger. When she just moved into Phil's house. That's her there. That's her in this video. In the infamous, you know, shorty rock to the beat for my boy. That's her. That's probably a good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Let me get that up. Shorty rock to the beat. I can't believe this is happening. And also, she used to do some streaming herself, so there's like videos of her on streams. This is Cat. Look at her. Rock to the beat for your boy. This is like 5 years ago, maybe. Hang on. 4 years ago.
I want money. I want chicks. Pay my taxes. Eat a dick. With you. Easy to eat. With you.
And this is her as a streamer, isn't it? I'm just going to see if I can find any of her as a streamer quickly. I mean, you know, you've seen a few pictures of her now. I don't need to overdo it, actually. Let's go back to fucking hell.
We've not even done a stream together.
Philip, why do this, Philip?
That's how long it's been. The last time Cat was on stream was 2018.
Philip.
Right? So good evening, everyone.
Philip.
The audience.
Hello.
So,
oh, no.
Here's the deal. We're just here to hang out with you guys tonight.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, this has to be like some kind of building code violation having her in the same room as another human being.
Field questions, but
like, there's not enough like air to breathe. There's not enough space to move.
Right. Piece of Peace is being heavy.
Needs a new mascot. I'm not gonna lie. We had some kind of fantasy going here, and it's gone.
Right, Piece of Peace has gone heavy. Hang on, I'm going to pause that. I'm just going to jump over to Anley. Sorry, to Aquatil.
Question of the night. Here we go.
Well, she's gawking at the chat again like she did last time she was on stream.
We're going to do shout outs for contributions. It's just going to be like a family night hangout. Jasper's in here. He's probably going to be running around the office, jumping all over the chair and doing silly stuff because we're in here together. All right.
I need Steve here. And also, I know this is wrong. Like, I wonder if I can get Dark Days mirror.
He agrees with me.
And I'm not even a big fan.
I just need like raw, raw stream. I can't have them talking over it. I'm too gobsmacked. I'm going to go back to the start, and I'm just going to let it go from the start, and I'm going to give my reaction to it. I can't, like, it's now this time in the morning, 3 in the morning, but I have to do this now.
Fair enough. Can we start? All right, ready? All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome.
Jasper.
Welcome to the Burnell family stream here on DSPGaming. How are you all this evening? I hope that you're doing well.
The Burnell family. This is the full family now. The full family as well. The Burnell family stream. Fuck me. God, I swore that'll be right at the start of the... if you're watching this on YouTube and I've just cut off the start of the video because we're starting here and I've sworn. It's because I've sworn. Let me get up a second Firefox. Like, to be... Edit. Reset the transform. Let's just have the picture. Just them. Nice and tight. What the actual fuck? Actually, they're quite... It's quite the widescreen shot, isn't it? What the actual fuck? I just need to grab my Twitter and just at Steve of the Dead, at Steve, at Punished. I can't. I've got to do it on messages because it's quicker. Messages. Where is he?
And I welcome you here to the show. The first of maybe many, we'll see. As we already have Jasper here. And by the way, that wasn't planned. We had no idea what was going to happen with Jasper when we came in here and turned on the cameras and everything. We didn't even know if he'd be afraid to come in here because remember, we've not even done a stream together since we had Jasper. That's how long it's been.
It's been fucking forever, yeah. And why'd you hide her away? Like, why'd you hide your wife from the internet? And why have you hidden her for all this time? What's been going on?
Last time Kat was on stream was 2018. All right. So good evening, everyone. Would you like to say hello to the audience?
And what's happened here, I noticed as well, is that the camera's been shifted from his usual position. She sat in his chair, and he's gained an extra chair and brought it in. And so the door's open for some reason as well. I wonder if Mike is here filming this, like, or whether he's like. It feels so harsh and contrived that I wonder if Phil has. Like a mic, or whether they've discussed it. I just wonder whether Mike's just behind the scenes here filming or not. I just like, what is pushing Phil to do this and contriving him to do it? It's the Mike Clum documentary, so is Mike filming it? It just, what the fuck? And like the way he looks at her, and like the audience in the, oh my god, and her face of like panic. Like, we're going to be on this for days. Like, Detractor World is going to be psychoanalyzing this for days, and rightly they should, because he's kept her hidden away from the internet for a period of about 4 or 5 years, during which time, not to be, just because I'm going to say things as they are, yeah, she's put on quite a lot of weight, she's lost that lovely hair. In lots of people's opinion, she might not be quite as attractive as she might have been in the past, and I mean, she's still there. You can still see it's Kat, but, like, what have you done to your wife? That's the blunt thing that people are going to ask. I mean, it's very chauvinistic and very misogynistic, but honestly, that's what people are going to say about this situation. So I'll call it like it is. Sorry.
Hello.
So, here's the deal. We're just here to hang out with you guys tonight, all right? And I'm sure you guys are gonna have a lot of questions.
Is that? Do they put that on Dark Days Mirror? That laughing and clapping.
What's going on? Why is Cat on stream? You know, we're here to field questions. But before we get started, I'm just gonna say this up front. Number one, no, this is not a pregnancy announcement. I don't know who put that seed in everyone's mind. It's not correct at all. This is not that whatsoever. And number two, we're not here to talk about any documentary. All right. So already people are asking, well, what about the documentary? Is there going to be in the? Is this part of the documentary? Is Cat going to be in the documentary? This has nothing to do with the documentary.
No.
Therefore, don't ask questions about the documentary. This has nothing to do with it at all. So we're just going to ignore those questions. All right. But it's going to be like a normal late night chill stream for us. We're going to just hang out and we're going to talk. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to do shout outs for contributions. It's just going to be like a family night hangout.
I've got a feeling this might become a regular feature. Yeah, Phil's lost weight. Yeah, Phil has lost weight. I've got a feeling this might be a regular feature. I just got a feeling he's got the intent is to, like, somehow out of nowhere this has happened, and this is the intent is to have his wife on as a regular feature. Surely
Jasper's
not.
in here. He's probably going to be running around the office, jumping all over the chair and doing silly stuff because we're in here together. All right. So we're going to get started. First of all, before
I'm like, what am I going to do? Stay up for another 2 hours and watch this?
I'm sitting on a tiny plastic stool.
I'm not prepared for this. It's 3 in the morning. I just want to check in with the other detractors and see what they're making of this, as well. Because obviously I've got to watch it clean like that. But
you're a fucking loser.
It's gone, dude.
Announcement. I don't know who put that seed in everyone's mind.
What was that?
This is not a pregnancy announcement.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know who put that seed in everyone's mind. It's not correct at all. This
and
is
then
not that whatsoever.
She's got the fucking pixie haircut and shit.
We're not here to talk about any documentary. All right.
Well, okay, what?
So unflattering.
Oh, now we're not going to talk about any documentary?
Is this is part of the documentary? Is Cat going to be in the documentary? This
she doesn't want to be here, dude.
Therefore,
why did he?
Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
About
why did he bring her out? Why did he do this to her?
Your take is right. Is that he wants to be her? He wants to be on his own terms first, so she could be on the documentary.
So we're just going to ignore those questions. All right.
This is so fucked
It's going to be like a normal.
There's like no way
night chill stream
that people aren't going to fucking make fun of her. He puts her on anyway, like a fucking circus animal.
Look at this bullshit, man. How is he letting her see the chat, dude? Come on. He is baiting this. He is baiting people to say how big she fucking is. And thanks for Cat Vision right there. So you have a nice fucking comparison. That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like like what Alt calls Cat Vision, having Cat in the bottom. That's what we are used to seeing from a few years ago. Is that image of her down there in the bottom left?
Dude, look at her looking at chat right.
And there's quite a difference in her now. And the whole thing about chat, Alt is completely right. You get the chat in Dark Days Mirror here, like it's caught on the edge, but I'm not really focusing on it and seeing it. But Phil's chat is going to have trolls in there. They're going to be people that get through. There are going to be people saying this, saying that, saying the other, and she's not used to it in the same way as Phil is. Like in the last time she appeared on the stream, she was reading the chat. Phil was saying that they were going to be trolling her in advance, and then they would it was all a thing, and you felt that she was she was anxious about the chat, and then she sat there and read it, and it ruined it for her. So I'm surprised she sat in that chair next to the chat reading it, like he said. I would have said, don't worry about the chat, don't even look at it, I'll deal with that. You know, you just ignore the chat. I'll read the questions to you. Some people might be trolling, but people are going to troll, so just ignore that. I'm going to ignore it, and our mods will mod it out. Don't worry at all about it, honey. In fact, you don't even have to read the chat. And just rest assured, 90% of people there are there to be supportive of you, and they'll be okay. There might be a couple of idiots, but we're going to weed them out. So don't even worry about it. Don't focus on it. But instead, he says to her, there's going to be loads of trolls. He's he kind of sets it all up as a big problem. This is a fucking nightmare. This is an absolute disaster in so many ways for Phil, his brand, what's going on. Detractor World is going to explode with conversation on this. I can't. There's going to be weeks of content to draw out and talk about from this, and it seems like it might even be a weekly episode.
Now, how is this going to make her fucking feel? Come on, dude.
He's like a fucking sociopath, dude.
Come on. on.
There's no way he didn't know what the outcome of this would be. I was like half thinking like maybe there's a small tiny chance that like she fucking crushed it at the gym for 6 months or something like that, like just to prepare. But it's like no. It's like no, that's not what happened. So now now everything that's been said and that's been like speculated on is true, and it's like now nothing matters.
This is all for fucking pity, dude. It's all for pity. So look at people attack my wife and all this stuff. You don't have to bring her on this shit, dude. We're just gonna hang out. Oh yeah, let's just hang out so she can feel like shit about herself for 2 hours.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna answer your questions. We're gonna do shout outs for contributions.
Yeah, we gotta get those in, don't we?
Hang out. Jasper's in here. He's probably gonna be.
Dude, Coffee Cuck's gonna go crazy. His fucking credit card's gonna be raw, man. After tonight.
So we're gonna get started.
Unbelievable. I want to watch that and for my own enjoyment watch their take on it. So I'm going to watch this and give my take on it for about 10 or 20 minutes. Then it'll be the end of my stream because I'm not watching this for 2 hours tonight and doing a restream of it and a whole event. That's not the point of my stream tonight, and there's not loads of you here watching it for that reason. I'll leave that to the bigger detractors on the Darksydephil scene, and I'll watch them and enjoy them. I think Meerkat's also restreaming this, so I'd like to see what he's saying about it as well. I'll give you a bit of my own. And then I'll go off and... Is Meerkat restreaming this? I thought he was, wasn't he? I thought it just came up. Maybe not. But I'll give you a bit of my own... my own take on this for a little bit. And then I'll watch some of the others and... get off. I'll probably upload mine quite quick onto the internet though, for the sake of it. Phil has Wi-Fi on stream, OMG.
Well, height-wise, how this was going to work. So Kat's sitting in my chair, and I was looking for chairs around the house, and we were going to use a chair from the dining room. It's too big. I'm like way up here. So the only thing in the house that I could sit on is this very flimsy plastic stool. I feel like I'm surfing as I sit on it, and I'm going to fall. So we may have to do something better if we're planning on doing this more long-term. As for the couch, no, we're not bringing...
You're planning on doing this more long-term. I mean, we've experienced it in the past before, and what tends to happen is Phil does all his usual talking. He's, quite used to sitting there and doing all the talking, and she sits there like silent sidekick, occasionally chiming in with, huh, yeah, all right, yeah. And like every now and then he'll pointedly ask a question at her. In fact, we'll have a great enjoyment in the next couple of days. I'm going to have to find time for this on my schedule now. There's going to be a great level of enjoyment comparing the last time she was on his stream to this time, with the Halloween episode that she was on as well. Like they were disaster streams, and the way he sort of sat with his back to her and talked about her and around her, it was fucking weird. But I've got to watch a bit of this. And then before we go tonight as well, I will be watching that video suggested by Nordic Treat. I will be watching that as well.
Couch in and out of this place. Remember, that thing is a piece of junk. It's all sunken in and terrible. No support or anything. So all right, so we're gonna get started. First of all, we already got a few shout outs here. Friendly Gremlin, thank you for becoming a member tonight. And Only Iced Coffee with the first super chat of the night saying that Kat's makeup is on point. Well, thank you for that compliment.
Yes, thank you.
And let's see what people want to say. So here's what you do. Tag me in the chat. I'll try to catch your questions. I am going to be updating the leaderboard tonight, but it's going to be tough. It's the first time I've ever done it, not from, that position. So I have to basically kind of like do this on the fly. Also, Rick had done a super chat. He says,
I can't...
They're from Dragon Age Origins,
yeah,
I believe. Morrigan, the dark character, the mage or whatever, probably because your hair did.
Wasn't she in Inquisition too?
I think she was a character in Inquisition.
Okay,
for like
I
a
remember
mission.
from Inquisition because Inquisition is the one I played. So
they were good.
She does play games. She does. She legit does play games. Like Kat's all right. She's a nice person. It's just that it seems like 5 years of living with Phil has turned her into a slightly different version of herself, like nearly unrecognizable. I don't think I can actually react to this because I don't think I have the words. I think for me this is almost compulsive viewing, and I need to let it sink in and settle before I can give a big reaction. But at least I've seen it live, and I'm going to cut that and put that on YouTube as soon as we finish our stream tonight. So let's watch a little bit more, and then I'll cut that, and then we'll watch this other video, and then we'll finish because, like, what the fuck?
Fan of Lovecraft. Good evening, Sarah. Sarah says, "Good to see you. You look beautiful." Cat.
yes, thank you everybody.
Cat is gorgeous. Jasper's adorable. I hope he comes back. He's literally right here. He's under us right now, running all around. Marvin says, "Good to see you again, Cat." White Mojo Wolf says, "Cat, what was your game of the year for 2023? Here we go. Our first serious question of the night. Here we go.
I didn't play that many games. What games? I don't even remember all the games I played, actually.
Kat is also, I think, I'm not speaking out of turn here, I think she's high-functioning autistic. I think that's what her sister said about her, I think. So, she likes to play games and go to her job, and she doesn't seem particularly unhappy with her whole lot in life being married to Phil. Like, you know, and for her that's fine, isn't it? Like, you know, I'm not giving a good react here because it's 3 in the morning and I am absolutely mind blown by this whole situation. I personally didn't predict this. I knew he was going to do some big announcement. I thought it was going to be a nothing burger. I thought he was going to say, "Oh, I've got something big to show you. From now on, Wednesdays are going to be like wellies Wednesdays, and I'm going to be wearing a pair of wellies every Wednesday or something." You know, just some nonsense. But this was actually something. He's going to have his wife on Wife Wednesdays.
Not too many new releases, a handful of new releases.
Yeah, I'm very picky about.
Wait, just there. Like, it just did it a little bit. Like, you'll see this a lot. The way he sort of talks to her like she's some sort of baby, and like there's a very awkward. Notice this is supposed to be man and wife, yeah, and there's like quite an awkward interaction between them.
Too many new releases, a handful of new releases.
Yeah, I'm very picky about. I'm very picky about what games I play nowadays. I just hated Starfield.
Well, you at first loved it.
Yeah,
and then you ended up hating it because, oh, you know what? I better move this. Look at where the indicator is. It's on your face. Oh. So I gotta move that, Carol. That's gonna be blocking your face all night. Let's do this. Let's do it upper corner. There we go. Or you know what? Do it upper here. Block my stupid head. There you go. Block my head. That's perfect. No one wants to see me. They see me all week. There we go. Cool. So in particular, what game? Okay. I guess the question is, instead of asking what game did you play that's your favorite game, of all the games that you saw from 2013, what was your favorite? That's a better question. Because we watched other people play games. You watched me play games. So out of all the games of the year, what did you think was the best one?
Alan Wake 2.
Ah, there you go. She agrees with me.
And I'm not even a big fan of horror games. I thought that game was just very well done. It was unique. It wasn't like a... It didn't have a bunch of generic... I mean, it did have generic stuff in there, but I like the rock opera, obviously. That was the big thing.
Right.
But
so unique.
The story was well done. The characters were well done. It was fun to watch. I didn't play it, but I watched it.
Right, we watched someone else play. Well, you watched me play some of it, I think, but we watched someone else do a full playthrough of it after I finished.
And it was really interesting and really good. Even though I didn't understand it, because I don't remember a lot from the first game, so the ending... Well, I didn't like the ending. That was the only thing I didn't like about that game. The ending was not
Actually, they do seem quite settled in together, the way she's talking and he's turning.
Made in China.
I just made that clear. Of course, it's made in China. Like everything else you would buy in the United States. It's made in China.
Yeah, I didn't like the ending at all. But I did like... I mean, the rest of the game was really good, besides the ending.
There you go. Shout out to Brosif, who re-upped his membership for 25 months. It's Happy New Year, DSP and Kat. I wish you the best. Thank you, Brosif. That's a very nice thing to say. Looks like a first tip of the night just rolled in. A $20 tip. Now, guys, please bear with me. This is the first time I'm doing it like this, so I'm going to have to figure this out. Figure out how this goes. So from August, a $20 tip. A beautiful, happy couple.
Jasper tried to scratch there. They've had him declawed. So he tried to scratch on the furniture there, but he couldn't because he's been declawed. That's sad for Jasper.
Good night, you two. Thank you very much from August. Our first tip of the night. So let's play a nice...
There's Jasper.
Yakuza animation for that.
Yeah, I like the Yakuza.
There we go. And I will update the leaderboard in a second with that. I want to show Kat that first time you're seeing it in person here on the stream.
Like, to me, there's a sort of tragic truth about this in some way. Like, it does feel like they've settled into this groove together, and it doesn't feel as uncomfortable as I thought it did. Like, when you saw it on the first... Like, I don't think she's unhappy with Phil, so I don't think it's as awful as people think. Like, in some ways I think it's a bit savage, but, like... It's like when Alan got depressed and ate too much Toblerone. It is a bit... fuck, though. It's just like... Oh, I'm so... Like, everyone's going to have their thoughts and opinions. But I see a sort of contentment in the both of them in a way. Mike, well, I've got a real serious question that I've had for months and months, which is, I don't think Phil's having a sexual relationship with his wife, but I don't know. I can't tell here at this juncture. really, but there is a sort of awkwardness, but they both have the awkwardness. So I'll tell you what it really reminds me of. It reminds me, some detractors won't know this show, maybe it's not in America, but The Undateables, and there were like autistic people put together to date each other on The Undateables. And it reminds me of that energy. And I'm not even like being horrible about autism and making a joke about it. I mean, seriously, like, this is strange energy, but they both seem to have it, so it seems to fit now.
No, I think those are my favorite animations.
They're awesome. They're from Yakuza 0. Someone put those together at the end of last year, and I said, you know what? I'm going to save those for this year because of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth coming up.
Yeah,
so
which I'm super excited for.
I love save it for that. So very nice. Let's see here.
Like, they're her favorite animations. Like, who's got a favorite animation when Phil has a tip that comes in? He has an animation plays, and she's got favorite ones.
Zebi Bobebi, re-upping their membership for 20 months. Been with DSP families for almost 2 years. Thank you very much, Zebi Bobebi, for supporting the streams. And also, there was another super chat I need to get to. This is going to be awkward. I really got to figure something out here. Perhaps I need to get another wireless mouse for the keyboard, because this is going to be a pain to be reaching over. Pizza Box Gaming with the $10 super chat. God bless you and your family. Thank you very much, Pizza Box. That's very nice of you to say. And I got another tip coming in here, if I can click it, from Twitch, a $5 tip saying you all are amazing. Thank you very much, Twitch, for a $5 tip. And get that up there. And let's see here. I can also get Pizza Box up there while we do this, and then we can look for more questions. Hold on one second.
Yeah, they said maybe switch the chairs. So put this chair on that side and then your stool over here. That's what someone said. We could maybe do that next time. Okay.
There's no way we're going to be able to pull that off right now because of the way the office is too confined. But maybe you're right. Maybe that's a recommendation. Maybe next. Yeah. But the reason I did it this way is because the keyboard is here, and this has somewhere to put it flat. Over on that side, there's nothing. So that's why I can actually type here. Over there, I wouldn't have been able to. But maybe you're right. Maybe that's what I should have done, because now I can't really reach the touchpad.
Or maybe you should have the keyboard and the mouse in the same place as the fucking screen for the computer. You nut job. This has been going on for years.
Looks like another tip came in. A $5 tip from
this is
Cyprus. Says, what a surprise.
Like
Happy
this.
To see you both.
It's going to be like this for the whole stream. He's going to get loads of tips. And like, she's going to be sat there, and he's going to be doing this leaning across, and they're going to say basically nothing but something for the whole thing. Like, I can't watch the whole thing live with you now and do the whole thing. I'm going to skip on a little bit and just see what he's saying next in a bit.
Ultimate, and she played like every Fallout game in a row. Yeah. Because she wanted to get like the background of Bethesda before she played Starfield. Well, and it got you hyped for Starfield by playing those classic games.
I mean, I'm more of a fan of Elder Scrolls than Fallout. I don't even like Fallout 4, and I thought Fallout 4 was better than Starfield. So that's how much I dislike Starfield, because, like, truthfully, my favorite Fallout game is New Vegas. And then second from that would be Fallout 3, and then the last would be Fallout 4. So I really did not like Fallout 4, and Starfield was worse than Fallout 4. So that's how much I hate Starfield. The game was a buggy mess. When I played it, my game crashed, like, every hour. It froze and crashed. I had to keep making saves, because I knew it was gonna crash, and then I had to delete the saves because there were too many saves.
That happens every time with a Bethesda game. Every time.
I hated all the companions. They were boring. I hated all the factions. They were boring. The game got very repetitive. There was nothing unique about it.
Nothing unique about it, which is what that's how Phil critiques games. There's nothing unique about it.
Just nothing about the story. I'm not going to go into the story. The story's awful.
Wow.
Everything about the game is awful.
Yeah. To be honest, though, wouldn't you just rather have Catherine there, sat in that chair, without Phil sat next to her? She would just do this job. Oh my God. Phil should go and work in the jeans shop, in the jeans store in the mall, which is what Catherine does. Phil should go and work in the jeans store in the mall, and Catherine should sit here and take tips and play computer games and talk about them, and it'd probably be a better setup.
In truth, I think I liked the game better than her, and it was my most disappointing game of the year on my countdown, and I think she liked it better than, or I liked it better than her. Yeah. So that says something.
I can't even think of one good thing to say about it.
All right.
I just don't like it.
Let's see here. We have so much to get through, guys. Please bear with us because we got to get through a bunch of tips and a bunch of shout-outs here on this YouTube side as well. $5 tip from Andre. Best wishes to you in the upcoming year. And I accidentally scrolled down. This touchpad stinks. I have a question. I'm having a bowl of mint ice cream. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream or yogurt? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I like mint chocolate chip. I would say that's probably up there.
That's one of your favorites?
Yeah. Either that or cookie dough ice cream. Is good too. Chocolate chip cookie dough.
For me, first of all, I barely eat ice cream, okay? I've already told you guys, I'm half lactose intolerant. If I eat dairy, I get very gassy, right?
How are you half lactose intolerant?
But if I eat ice cream, usually I try to have something with chocolate, but I do like mint flavors
Lactose
as well.
intolerance is a genetic trait. You can't be half lactose intolerant.
I've loved mint chocolate chip. One that I used to eat when I was young and I haven't had in 100 years is pistachio ice cream. I bet I would really like that if I had my hand.
Great chat, dude. I'm glad we had this little chat. Like, someone paid money to find that out. They're the worst questions. They're like, this happens all the time with Darksydephil. Someone will give like $1 tip to ask a banal question, and I don't want to know the answer. I don't care. Once he legitimately said, they said, "What's your favourite cheese?" He said, "Cheese is situational." Next question. So, like, I've had enough of this now. Kurt, that's going on YouTube. You be good on YouTube. If you can't be good, you notice. Mine.